Wake up, publisher. We got a hardcover to publish. Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. This is Alexo, and today I'm going to explain how you can pass your book, your nonfiction book, to hardcover. It can also be a fiction book, of course, because it's pretty much the same thing. So I'm going to explain how you can use this new feature that Amazon just added like a week ago or something like that, and how you can pass your books to hardcover. This is something that you should do for most of your books because it always provides a new option for your customers to choose, because someone goes to your book and some people prefer to get your Kindle books, others your paperback, others your audiobooks, and some prefer to get your hardcover. So you always give a new option to your customers to choose from. Now, if you got my course called Self-Publishing Money Machine, well, if you haven't got it, you got a link right below so you can check it out and get more information. But if you got my course, or if you have been following my videos, you know that I usually suggest people to get their cover done on Fiverr.com, which is this website over here. You can get your cover design done over here, pretty cheap. It's a great solution. But also, if you've got your cover designs done on another platform, there is something that you need to have so you can do your hardcover, and that is this file over here. So this is the .psd file that you need to have from your paperback. Okay, so usually what you do is, if you get your cover design done on Fiverr or from another service, what you want to do is ask your designer to also send this file. This is the Photoshop file, and you need this file because you need to have your cover set in layers so you can pretty much adjust things around so it will look good when you pass your book to hardcover, because the hardcover template is different compared to your paperback. It has different sizes. It's just larger compared to your paperback cover. So you need to have this file so you can get everything looking great. Now, if you already publish other books and you would like to make the hardcover of those books and you don't have this file, what you can do is try to go to the same designer and ask if they still have this .psd file just laying around on their computer, and if they can send it to you. Or the other solution is, if they don't have it, you can ask that person to just make the hardcover design for you using the same images that you have on your paperback and looking kind of similar. Now, if you get this file, what you want to do is also have this software called Photopea. Okay, photopea.com. I'm going to leave a link right below so you can go to this website. It's a software similar to Photoshop, but it's free. Okay, I wanted to provide people with a free option so they don't need to spend hundreds of dollars getting Photoshop. So you want this website just by your side so you can just format everything so it will look good on hardcover. Now, the other thing is, you want to go to Amazon, and you can see that Amazon has added this new feature called hardcover. It is in beta, but once you go also to your book, you can see that you have a third option that you can choose to use. Okay, so we are going to use this option over here called hardcover. Let's continue and set up. In your case, it will be create a hardcover or something like that. And on the first page, it should just grab the same information that you had it to your paperback, and supposedly you won't need to change anything over here, and you just want to pass to the second page where you can start just preparing the content for your book. So you want to get the free KDP ISBN number, or if you have also your own one you can use. Usually I just use this option over here, and you just go right below and you can see the options I have, and you want to see the size that you're using. Okay, in this case it's 6x9, so I want to design a hardcover that has these sizes. This is the pretty standard size, 6x9. In this case, no bleed options. I usually just use Bleed for sometimes for cookbooks. It's a great option because of the images, and also for some low content books, usually I use this option. Now, cover finish, it's really up to you. I just like to use the matte option when it comes to this. I don't like glossy stuff. It just, I don't like it. Manuscript, you want to use the same file that you uploaded for your paperback. So for your interior, you really don't need to bother. It's just the same thing. You just upload it and you're ready to go. Now, book cover, you want to go to the second option over here, and we are going to upload later our hardcover here. So for us to make our hardcover, what you want to do is go to this nice link over here, and you want to open it on a new tab. And you can see that you have this pretty cool thing that Amazon has added, so you can just more easily make your hardcover. And binding type, let's select hardcover here. Interior type, black and white. Paper type, in this case it's white paper. Page turn direction, left to right. Yeah, it's left to right. Measurements, it's in inches. And interior trim size, 6x9. So 6x9. So if you have a different size, you should choose, of course. Now, page count, let's see how many pages this book has. 98 pages. So that's exactly what we are going to have here. And this is going to basically make the template for your book. So let's calculate dimensions. So the template is just different compared to your paperback. It's just wider, it has more height, so it's just bigger overall compared to your paperback. And let's download templates. So this is the zip file that you're going to use. Okay, over here. So you need to unzip it on your computer, so you can get all of its content. I actually didn't open this. I'm not sure what it says. You can read it if you want. I don't waste time with that. I just like to pump stuff up or whatever. Case laminate. This is the file that we're going to use. Okay. So let's go to Photopedia. Once again, the link is right below, so you can go to this website. File. Let's open file. Let's open our file. Let's open our .pdf file, this one, as you can see. And I can see that, I mean, if you ever did a paperback, you pretty much can see that it's just different. Okay, so just a brief explanation about everything. You can read it if you want just by zooming in over here. Let's zoom in. I'm not very used to using Photopedia because I use mostly Photoshop, but so forgive me if I'm not a master at using Photopedia. I just wanted to provide a free option so people can use and just make their hardcovers. Okay, so on the over here on this white part is where you can add your book title, your main images, and so on. And you can see that over here on this black line on the bottom and also on the top and also on the sides. This is where your book is going to get trimmed once it gets printed. So you don't want to add anything over here, basically. Okay, so and also on the red sides over here is where you are going to it's where you don't want to add any kind of text on this red. This is kind of pink, but they say it's red. And if you want more information, you can go over here. You can see it kind of explains everything that I'm trying to explain as best as possible. Okay, so now what you want to do is just open the .pdf file. And you can see, once I just want to show something else. Once you go to image sizes, you can see that has the right width and height over here, which is kind of matching over here. As you can see, full cover. Okay, so just to make sure that everything looks right. Okay, so let's open our PSD file. This is the Photoshop file that you need so you can convert your book to paperback and make everything look good. Okay, so it just opened up. And now what I'm going to do is, you can see this is the layers over here. the layers, and I'm going to select the top layer, which is guide. Of course, this kind of depends who designed your cover. It may look a bit different. Basically, what you want to do is just select everything that you have over here. And I'm going to select the first layer over here. I'm going to use the Shift key on my keyboard so I can select everything, as you can see. And then I'm going to do again, select the first one, press the Shift button on your keyboard, and select the last layer, and it selects everything. And now I'm going to use Control C. This will enable me to copy all of these layers. Okay, now I'm going to go over here where I have my template, and I'm going to paste everything. Okay, I'm going to paste everything just like this. And you can see that the sizes look kind of terrible because it's way too big. So you want to get to opacity, and you want to reduce the opacity, let's say to 60%. And you can see that once again I have all of this layer selected. So we can just kind of, I'm going to increase a bit over here to 70%. Kind of seems. And the reason I'm doing this is because this way I can see the template on the back, and it allows me to more easily guide things once I'm trying to just have everything looking nice for my hardcover. So I'm going to select the background first. So it kind of depends how your paperback is set. You want to select your background so you can adjust the sizes over here. Okay. In this case, I'm going to adjust over here the sizes. I'm trying to, as you can see, I had to zoom out because it's just way big over here. It's so big. It's way too big, as you can see. And I'm going to, now I'm going to zoom in. And by the way, I'm zooming in by using the control option on my keyboard, plus the plus sign, and also the plus sign and the minus sign to zoom in and zoom out. Okay, and I'm going to try to just to have my background exactly filling in this whole template, just like this. Okay, that looks kind of good. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is, okay, the background is looking good. Let's go to the front, and I'm going to select the front. And once again, the same problem over here. The front it's here, and I'm going to try to center this as best as possible. And I'm going to decrease the size because it's way too big. Okay, let's decrease the size over here. Okay. Just decrease the size a bit, and over here, so I can put everything on the front. Over, let's see. So I want to try to put the title of my book and everything just right on the center as much as possible, just like this. Okay. And that's why I just added some transparency over here. Okay, that kind of looks good over here. Let's just put a bit on the top section. Okay, I think that looks good. Yeah, that seems kind of centered. Okay. That looks good. Now let's pass to the, so this is the front, the back. The back is here. Okay, you can see that I selected the back now. I'm not sure where my front went. It should be somewhere. Okay, it's here. For some reason it passed over here. I'm not sure why. Okay, let's pass this over here. And let's select the back so I can adjust everything and just put it on the back section. Once again, the same thing. So I select on one of the sides over here. As you can see, one of the sides over here, as you can see, this small square print on the side. And I'm using always the control, the shift button, the shift button on my keyboard, so I can just increase and decrease everything in proportion. Just like that. Okay. Okay, that looks kind of good. Okay, let's just center things a bit more as best as possible and put things a bit more below, just like that. And you can see that you have this barcode over here, so you don't want to have any kind of text appearing here, or otherwise the barcode will go over here and it will cover your text. Okay, that looks good. And let's see if everything is good. This is not needed. This is a guide. And now let's just put everything back to full opacity. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's select. Actually, I selected the wrong option. Once again, I'm not a huge master when it comes to this. Okay. I'm not a huge master. And the background, for some reason, is not still fully transparent. Okay. Okay, this is still at 80% for some reason. Okay, that looks better. Okay, I'm just going to center everything a bit more. Let's see. Let's just do this. I'm going to center the front a bit more because I'm not liking this as much, and just put this a bit more on top, just like this. Okay, that kind of looks good. I think now that looks good. Okay, that looks good. Now let's select the background and just do this. Okay. And if you have, in this case I don't have a spine, but sometimes you may have a spine with a different color and you want to contain your spine, as you can see, and I'm going to put over here, if you have a spine with a different color, what you want to do, and I'm going to select over here, okay, you can see this, if you have a spine with a different color, in this case I don't have, what you want to do is you want to contain your spine in between these spaces over here, as you can see. Okay, between this, you can see this dash, blue dashes. Okay, blue dashes. Okay, that looks good. Okay, we got it, the cover done. This is the hardcover. Now I'm just going to use the file, and I'm going to save as, in this case, PDF. So save as PDF, PSD. No. Export has PDF. Okay, this option. Quality, yes. Okay, let's see. In fact, let's see which one it is. It is, because now we have we have similar files, so I'm not sure if it's this one. For some reason it had a this over here. I'm not sure why it had a dot. I'm not sure why, in fact. Let's just go over here to the front, and for some reason it just had a dot. Not sure why. Let's check. So I'm just going to upload again. Okay, for some reason, as you can see, it had this dots over here. Okay, but it looks good, but it has this dots over here, and I can't delete that file for some reason. Let's try again just to see why it's happening this. I'm not sure why. It's kind of okay. I'm not sure why what happened over here. Let's go to, let's not select over here. Let's go to file, and let's try again to see if this looks better this time around. Probably it's some kind of bug. Okay, that looks better. Okay, and I'm not sure why that happened. It's probably some kind of small bug that they have, but this looks better, and this is what you want to do. You now want to go just to over here and you want to upload exactly that file. So let's go over here. It's this one. So this may take a few minutes. So once this is done, I'm going to come back because this may take a few minutes. Okay, that is done. It took like 30 minutes to upload this successfully on Amazon. Okay, it takes quite a while, unfortunately. Okay. Lastly, what you want to do is just launch a preview. Okay, you want to launch a preview, see if everything looks good, dandy, cute, and everything before you approve and publish it. Okay, you can see that everything looks pretty good. Everything is contained in the right spacing. Sometimes you may need to go back, edit a few things just so it will look even better. Okay, let's just pass to the next pages, see if everything looks good. Okay, that looks good. Let's just approve. And lastly, what you want to do is just go to the next page, set the price for your hardcover. It should be a bit higher compared to your paperback because I mean the costs for your hardcover are also more pricey, as you can see. I mean for your hardcover. Okay, that is all for this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, then leave a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get more of this type of videos on a weekly basis where I share with you a lot of tips related to Kindle publishing. If you have any questions, then leave it right below. I try to help you out. And also make sure to check out my newest course called Self-Publishing Money Machine. In this course, I teach you how to build a successful Kindle publishing business. When it comes to nonfiction, I teach you everything in this course. Once again, you got a link on the description from this video. Just click on it so you can get more information about my course. And yeah, that is all for this video. Stay tuned with Jordan and Alexo, and bye.